I decided to get into reloading and just purchased the Lyman 2500 Pro Magnum Turbo Tumbler. And by the way, I hope you can hear me. I've got it set up in my basement, and I'm right next, close to the furnace. So that's what that sound is. So that's why I decided to put on the microphone so you can hear what I'm actually saying. So yeah, I got the tumbler here. I've got the corncob green tumbler media, and I got a lot of other stuff too. I actually went out and got the primers, the hollow point bullets, and I've got the bag of used or spent shells here. I just decided I wanted to get into this just so I could, if nothing else, my intention was to start reloading Full Metal Jacket 9mm because I shoot that so frequently. But the guys at the shop down where I purchased all this, Miller's Sporting Goods on Chichester Avenue in Boothwyn, just to give them a little shout out, they told me that you're not going to save that much money loading Full Metal Jacket 9mm. You tend to save more money if you start getting into 44 mag and 357 and 223, stuff like that. But the thing is, and I haven't opened this yet, this is the dies that you need. So I bought, you got to buy each caliber separately. So this came in a package right here. These are the 3 dies for loading 9mm, and this was around $60. Each subsequent die set, if I want to move into 45 or whatnot, will be another $60. So just decided to start with what I know, and my strategy is, I know I'm going to save money reloading the hollow points. So I'll shoot the Full Metal Jacket. I'll still spend about $10 to $12 per box for 50. I'll take the casings and start reloading those into hollow point. I'll start loading hollow points off those spent shells. That way I'm prepared for the zombie apocalypse. I'll have a shitload of hollow point. That's the plan. All right, so it's the first time I've done this. So the first thing I was told to do is to load the media into the tumbler, and I'm going to load it so that it reaches the halfway point right about here. So let's see if I put in too much. That looks just about right, actually. Yeah, I'm going to assume that's okay. All right, let me just dump the rest of that into there. Okay, so there's that. Next thing I was told to do is to place my shells. I don't have a lot here, but I'm figuring my strategy is start small, see where we go. So I'm gonna put those in. Oh, I dropped one of them. Oh, there we go. All right. Now about this tumbler media additive, I'm told I only need to add that when the media starts to get a little dirty and starts to, or if it doesn't start cleaning, if I notice that the shells aren't getting as clean as possible or as clean as they should be, then I can add this and it'll rejuvenate the media. That's what I'm told. So I'm going to assume that's correct. Then next thing I'm supposed to do, and everything I'm doing here, I went online and I went to YouTube and I saw some people that had this specific tumbler. I saw what they did. I downloaded the instructions because it came with this, I guess a CD-ROM. I don't even know if that's a CD-ROM to show you how to use this. I didn't have time. Who uses CDs anymore? I didn't have time to go find a CD tray or hard drive connected to the computer and all that. The manual that came with it, it didn't, like I say, I'm the kind of guy, I don't like spending time looking through books. maybe I should when it comes to reloading, but what I plan to do is invite one of the guys from the shop who was willing to come by and show me how to set it up. He invited me to his house, and he helped me reload, show me how to reload. So yeah, I want to invite him over and just, you know, I do better when I see people talk about it and do it. So we put that down there. Put the washer in, put the wing nut back on. Now what I'm going to do first, and again, this is my first time, so be kind. If I'm doing something wrong, leave it in the comments, all right? I'm willing to listen because I want to get this right. I'm sure people out there have some suggestions. Now, I'm told that this it's going to vibrate. It's going to be loud when you first plug it in. That it might vibrate, but I'm told it's not going to walk. What I might do is go to Home Depot and get a clamp and clamp it to the edge right here just in case. But okay, I think I've done everything correctly, so I'm going to plug it in. And there we go. It seems pretty solid. It's not nearly as loud as I thought it was going to be. So I just opened it up, and you know, it seems like it's working fine. You know, I have no experience with this, but it seems to be working fine. And when I first tried to open it, and you can see I don't know if you can see some of the shells that are cycling through. When I first tried to open it, it started vibrating violently. And so I opened it up, and what I noticed was that the wing nut down there, inside there, at the base of the stem, it was loose. It was all the way up here. So I just assumed that needed to be tightened down in there to keep, because the bowl started to vibrate up and then shake back down, up and down. So I just assumed I needed to tighten that up, and that would take care of that weird violent shaking, which it seems like it has. So I'm going to assume that this is working fine. Now it is starting to vibrate a little bit and starting to move, but not too bad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a couple sandbags and bag it off just to be safe. And what I'll do is tomorrow I'll go to Home Depot and buy a couple clamps and clamp it so that it can't move. So I went and grabbed a couple sandbags, put them on either side of the tumbler. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I'm told that you should let it go through for about 2 to 4 hours. I only put like maybe 20 casings in there. So it's now roughly 8:30. I'll come back down here at 10:30, and you know, I'll pull one of the casings out and see what it looks like. I still got to buy like a colander. I was advised to get a bucket and clamp a colander onto the mouth of the bucket and dump everything in so that the media will sift through the colander, and I'll be left with hopefully sparkling clean shells. So all right, I'm going to stop the video now, and I'll come back down in a couple hours. We'll take a look. Hopefully I did it right and didn't manage to screw anything up. Okay, so it's 10:30 p.m. I was just watching Green Bay play the Patriots, and any team that plays the Patriots, I'm rooting for the other team. Anyway, putting that aside, let's see what we got here. I just unplugged the tumbler. Let's see what we got here. It's been running for 2 hours. I'm going to assume that's enough time. Pull this thing off. All right, now I'm going to try to dump it in here. Hopefully it'll sift through. It's not doing too good of a job sifting. not doing too good a job at all. So I'm gonna have to this one, yeah, that was no good. This one guy on YouTube, he had a plastic colander and he drilled the holes larger so that the media could easily fall through and leaving the casings in the colander. So let's take a look. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get into the light. I mean, you know, I suppose it's clean enough for me. I didn't really inspect them all that closely prior to putting them in the tumbler, but hey, I can live with it. So yeah, that's my first time cleaning empty casings. Next, I'm going to set up I got a single press RCBS single press. I'm going to set it up on the bench. I got to make room here, but when I get ready to do that, I'll do another video. Hopefully this has helped someone who's starting as well, just like I am. The one thing I would tell you is get a better colander than what I did, because this was pointless. But at any rate, hopefully by the middle of the week, I'll be ready to actually press my own rounds. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys, take care. Hope you learned something. I sure did. Talk to you soon. Bye.